is Friday, April 11th, 2025. This recording is in partnership with the EA Creator Network. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Who's gonna get that best bean today? Let's see. Pixie with the best bean. Good morning, Jake. How are you? So good to see you guys. Hello, good morning. Look at you, Pixie. Tony's like, not me. Emily, hi. Sue, good morning. Hello, Emily. Destiny, so close. Ah! I bet you're like, hi, Simbas. Good to see you today. How are you? Hello, Ray. Welcome on by. Annie, hello. I'm going to do my click for Palestine. Hello, Brad. Good to see you. And we have Chloe, Slammy, Shelly, Zelda shirt. Don't you like it? I forgot I had it. See, my new, like our closet that we put in really helped that, honestly. It did. Because I forgot that I had this shirt and it was like pushed in the back, but it's pretty cute. It's really cute. Hi. Oh, a mental health day. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here though. Oh my gosh, good on you for taking a mental health day though. Kiwi, good morning. Hi, Stresha. Good to see you again. Welcome back. If I missed anyone coming in, hello. Hi, Win. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. Welcome on by. Natalie. Best Bean is about to click. Boom, disappeared, right? Y'all are like, it almost reminds me of like a Black Friday door thing. Is what I envision in my head, at least. Hey, NP, thank you so much for 20 months. How are you? Hello. Happy Friday, Garrus. Good to see you, Padfoot. Hi. How's everyone feeling? Yes, I'm gonna do a few more tours today. We lost a little over an hour yesterday of tours because of the kits. Because I had to check those out. I had to. So we lost about an hour or so of time with those. And then so we're gonna finish up tours today. And then yeah. Also, there is a new shell out. I didn't update the command yet or anything, but it's due in May. May 5th and 6th. Oh, still sick, but not as bad as yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're feeling a little better though, Jake. Michaela, welcome. Ooh, today in concert, my plum bob is so green. That's exciting. Oh my gosh. NP, by the way, oh my God, I was yapping. NP, thank you so much for the 20 months. By the way, 20 months is not a short amount of time. Hi, Star. Good to see you. The theme for the new shell, anything wedding, and it's a puzzle shell. It's up on the gallery if you want to grab it. But it's basically anything like wedding related because I'm getting married in June. So it's like the last shell before I get married. So it's so exciting. I can't wait to see what you guys do because it could be like a flower shop. It could be like a venue. It could be like a dress store. Natalie. Hello? Natalie, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. That is so unexpected. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That is so nice. Oh my gooses. Thank you for supporting. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. What to do today? Yes, your safe file reno builds. Oh my God, instant motivations when we can co-play. Literally though, honestly, Beth, it's kind of like a brain hack. It's crazy. Hi, Panda, Lore, good to see you. The new shell, so many ideas. Yes, I know. I tried to give you guys like a lot of different pieces that you could use pretty easily and be pretty lenient with it, But yeah, I'm so excited to see what you guys do as well. But on today's stuff, like on today's agenda, I want to do some more shell tours because we lost quite a bit of time due to like the kit launch yesterday. So I wanted to make sure that we at least finished those up. And then I'm feeling a little bit lower on energy. Today, maybe after my coffee kicks in or something, but maybe we'll do Create a Sim and work on the Spencer Kim Lewis household a little bit later. Is kind of what I'm thinking. We'll kind of play it by ear though and see what sounds good after we're done with shells. But that is what's on the agenda today. And last night, oh my God, what did everyone get up to last night? We went out to eat with our family, Michael's family. And it was our nephew's 9th birthday, which is so exciting. And then Michael and I came home and we worked on like the trellis thing with all the photos of all of the like our grandparents and then like our parents like wedding photos and stuff. So it was really cute. We got it all arranged. And then oh my god. So yeah, we got it all arranged, but it's kind of like unpolished right now. So basically what's going to happen is like we're going to secure all the flowers and make everything look polished and like good to go when it's wedding week. Hey, Steph. Oh my god. Also, Renly, thank you so much for the 18 months. Hello? Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, that is so sweet. Thank you so much for 18 months. Bogo Wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome on by. How you doing? Nostalgic, happy Friday. Oh, a bathroom makeover for Mommy Sim. That's so fun. I like that. Oh, I need to turn on my closed captions. Give me just a second here. Not words on stream. That is definitely what I clicked, but not what I wanted to do. Holly, Ray, welcome. Win, good to see you. Panda, Kelly, Nicole, hi. How's everyone doing? Good morning, everybody. Oh, a bad storm last night. Oh my god, Ramoni, I hope you're doing okay. Without electricity for 5 hours. It's so scary when it gets knocked out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Try to map out my shell, but I got fed up and played my JBL save. Yes. Emily, what are you doing? $11 a week. Emily, you turd. Emily, thank you so much for the 6 gifted subs. I also hope that you're feeling better today as well, because I remember you said that you were feeling pretty sick. All y'all are kind of going through it. Y'all got to get healthy, feel better. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, though, for the 6 gifted subs. Oh, and Phoebes, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Back to work today. Okay, but that's not fun, but I'm glad that you're feeling better. Aw, the video for this and it made my day, right? It's so good. Did I ever mention the colors for my wedding? They're kind of like a variety of green colors. They're Azazi's colors that is agave, matcha, and eucalyptus from Azazi. And then the guys are wearing like a light khaki pant with like a cream shirt, and they have ties that go with that. And some of the guys are wearing vests, some of the guys are wearing suspenders, some of the guys wearing bow ties, some wearing full ties. It's gonna be a vibe. I'm excited. Gloomy and cold and raining here. Oh, I can't tell if I want to play Sims or nap. I feel you. I'm pretty low on energy today though. It's my uterus sapping it. I feel good, like especially mentally. Like I was so anxious earlier this week. Honestly, Steph, I was so close to like wanting a fall wedding. Or hello, Mrs. Soka. I was so close to picking a fall wedding and then doing like velvet dresses, but like earthy, like a nice earthy rusty orange or like a rusty red color and like a golden yellow. I was real close. Real close, but then I decided to go for something in June because I wanted all the flowers, basically, is what I decided. That's why I picked June, because of all the flower blooming here. Hi, Emmy. I hope you're doing good. So tell me about it, guys. What color is everyone's plum bob today? Hi, Poet. Good to see you. As we're kind of getting started here this morning, I want to do some sticker giveaways, but I'm going to do the most important sticker of the day first, though, because, you know, always. Aw, green. Good. I'm like kind of like green, but like sleepy. Does that make sense? Like my physical body is like orange and yellow probably, but then like my mental health is green today. Does that make sense? Yellow, orange. Oh, roofers. Oh, shingling. So it's very loud. That's the worst. Oh my gosh. I hope they get like finish up soon. Good morning, Naka. Good to see you. Aw, face touchy, so I need to sweat if colder temp wedding, can't risk the heat. Yes, right. June, early June here is pretty like mild though, honestly. Knock on wood. A sea moss green. Yeah, kinda. I would say that. Hi, Ambular. Happy Friday. The fall is unpredictable. Exactly. The fall is so unpredictable. Once upon a time in 2005, I got married the first week of September. It was 93. Yeah, fall, especially in the Midwest, is like, I don't know. It's like a mixed bag. It could be snowing or it could be 93. It just depends. Outdoor ceremony was stunning. It was the satin-lined velvet cloak. Oh my God. You were like ready for fall, but fall was like, not yet. Because yeah, my parents were married early September and it was like very in Southwest Wisconsin and it was very mild. It was like in the 70s, I think is what my mom said. Green ready for the weekend, daughter. Oh, had 2 teeth pulled this morning. Oh my God, having an ice cream breakfast. I love it though. Oh my gosh, safe healing. Remind me I want to take a note this time. Yes, no worries. So basically whenever I do like any giveaways, I'll have you guys enter a keyword and then usually within like a couple of minutes or like maybe a minute or two of like having you guys enter the keyword, I have you guys, like I draw it and then you send whoever a message basically kind of thing to like redeem the form if it's a sticker, to redeem your code if it's a code. Yesterday, Yoon Mini actually won the Sweet Allure kit and today I'm going to do Sleek Bathroom for you guys. So that's what we have on the agenda for today. So Monday and Tuesday, I will also have kits or codes for you. Hello. Thank you for the hype train, you guys. Honestly, so sweet. But the reason why I don't have you guys enter it in advance or whatever, if that makes sense, is because you need to be here to like be able to get your form and I don't want someone to like miss out on it, if that makes sense. Hey! Woo! Thank you so much for the Prime subby. Welcome on into the Beanie Weenie Club. Oh my gooses. Would you guys let me if I was a worm though? Oh, to autumn equinox. Oh, it turned out to be a little chilly but sunny and beautiful. That's nice, Cade. Yeah, ours is like early June. And my dress is heavy. So our ceremony is also outside, but like short. Not a long ceremony. Not at all. So I'm very excited about that. Married at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. We're all in costume. That's so good. I love that so much. Ah! By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about the worm thingy mabob, hi. If you want a sticker that looks like a worm, it's rainbow. My green screen is eating like the greeny yellow and like the green color, but it's a really cute sticker. I send them out whenever I send out the other ones, which will be in mid to late May. Basically at the end of April, I will order all of the stickers and they got to get shipped to me and fill them out and then I'll send them to you. But if you type yes, you're entering to win a real sticker that I'll send to you for real. It is not reading your guys' keyword because I didn't type the right keyword. Do it again. Type yes if you would love you as always a worm. I forgot to change it from like the pack giveaway yesterday. I'm a professional, you guys. I'm a professional. I'm so good at this, you guys. It's kind of astounding. Okay, it's working now. I'm so professional. Good morning. Oh my God. The part of the chaos, right? You gotta laugh at yourself, right? You have to. You know, what are stickers anyways, right? I always keep it professional. I'm so professional. Definitely don't make any fart jokes ever. Always very dry, very professional, very stiff, and very like stale, you know? But it's fine. Gone Goose. Send me a message. You won yourself a worm sticker. Yay! So demure. We always keep it very demure. Goose, congratulations. You would love me the most if I was a worm. So tell me guys, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? I know tonight Michael and I'll show you guys my table signs really fast too. Please hold. I have my table signs. Okay. I made a lot extra. We will not need this money. But so what we're gonna do today is we're going to make like little wooden blocks, and we have to figure out like and make the notch in it or whatever, because we need to see like if it'll tilt in the notch, or how we need to like get a thinner blade for our like saw basically to make it work properly. But yeah, so there's like 4 different varieties. If you know anything about Star Wars, you know. So table 1 and 2 you can see, and then they're gonna be front to back, of course. And then 3 and 4, and that goes 4 3 because they'll be like printed front to back. But yeah, I'm excited. That's what they look like. So hopefully they'll fit in the blocks really well, and we'll figure that out. Oh, originally said that they never get married. Right. I know sometimes life just takes you on a journey that you don't expect, you know? Sometimes a journey that you don't expect. You ever told me that I'd be marrying a guy from, what's it called? Illinois, I would have called you a liar. Here you are, Goose. You have your worm form. Congratulations. But as we kind of get going, I have like a bunch of stickers from this month for you guys right now. I have like a handful. Do you guys, let's do some regular stickers. This design is still like being commissioned and like drawn up by Maple, but I promise it does exist. I promise it does. She was working on a board game, so there's like a little bit of a delay with things. But we are patient because we love Maple. But I promise it exists. It's not a fake sticker. I prinky promise that. But we have a handful to give away right now. So these are once every 10 subs that we do. I'm gonna do, just to like kind of spread it out, I'm gonna do like 3 right now. Because we have like 6 or 7 of them kind of in the bank right now, and I just want to spread them out. Right? It's me. I'm famous for my sticker scams. I definitely have never sent them ever to you guys. That's sarcasm. I've sent out thousands of stickers that you guys like have as proof. All right, so the way that this works, all you gotta do is be following. Type sticky, STICKY, if you want to enter for a sticker. Once every 10 subs, we give away stickers. They're kind of limited edition. But once every 10 subs we do, I give it a sticker to you guys. Thank you so much for doing all that you do to subscribe, gift subs, support. It's like a little parcel of joy and something that you can have for yourself and whatnot. There's kind of like some older stickers these are like real stickers, some old ones. Yeah, this is one that tier 3s will automatically get. If I see you, if you're a tier 3 sub and you pop off your thing in chat, your sub in chat, and then you fill out the form that I give you, that's how it's initiated. Like you have to be able to pop it off and like, or tell me like in a ticket that, or if you're not in stream or something, just let me know. And then I send you a certain form for that one. But our tier 3 subscribers get stickers automatically. This is a giant green Richard, and you also get the glitter bean. I will likely be adding a different one to that arsenal that our tier 3 subs get, but we do really cute stickers and have done them over the years. My green screen kind of makes them look a little wonky, but we're gonna give away 3 of these right now, currently. The current design is not finished commission, but still in your card looking a little rough now. Oh my God, he's still bright and colorful. Over 3 years he's been hanging out on there. That's impressive, honestly. Did you ever get like the pink envelope of the ones that I sent you? I sent you a backup. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I sent you a backup because I heard like how glad. But like, I was like, you know what? That's honorable, because I think you were literally one of the first people that won a Benjamin ever. I'm pretty sure. Mac, thank you so much for gifting that sub. That is so nice. That is so sweet. Oh my God. The green screen? Oh my God, right? Red. I know it gets everyone sometimes. Thank you so much, though. Beth, send me a message. Old Benjamin finally gives up. The backup is ready to go. See, you are armed and ready. But we were like literally one of the first people to win at Benjamin. Nerd has every single sticker we have ever made. Mac, thank you for doing that, though. That's so sweet. I hope that that person enjoys their emotes. Genuinely. Thank you. Hi, Breezy. Welcome on in. Downloads at work and definitely helps you out with the slow days. Yes, that's so good. I'm glad. Elena, good to see you. How are you? We're doing a few sticker giveaways here this morning. So I am going to focus on filling out my spreadsheet because I definitely didn't just do that. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so Beth has the sticker form in just a second. Here you are. Beth, yes, I can do that. Thank you for letting me know too. Oh, my gooses. What in the world? But yeah, I can totally do that. Oh, my goose. There you go. And then Emily June 913, send me a message. But yeah, if you guys want to enter for a sticker, we're doing a few of our seasonal ones. Alana, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everybody. The Dave Hug sticker lives on my laptop lid. That's so cute. We have those ones back in rotation after like a few years of them not being there, as like the throwback stickers. Speaking of which, we have one in the bank already, actually, this month. Thank you. Among Us is so entertaining. It is. It's so fun. I had to take a pause from joining the Among Us streams because I've been a little bit at my wit's end right now with the all the additional like mental and emotional bandwidth, because like playing Among Us is a little bit tough for me sometimes. So I had to pause on those at least until after my wedding, at the very least. Had a nightmare that my Sims 4 game files were corrupted. No, I had to go panic check. That definitely has happened to me before. Where my one, what's it called? Where my thing, like my jelly bean legacy corrupted type of thing. Poet, send me a message. Status update on the international stamps. They have been sent out. So those ones have been sent out already. I don't remember how long ago it was. But yeah, the international stamps have been sent out already. It's like a stress stream where you forgot your homework or a test you didn't study for, but it's the simmer version, right? It literally is. Oh shoot. I forgot to go back to my P.O. box. Oh my God, nostalgic. Oh, yesterday was so busy though. I'm gonna do that today after stream. Like literally right away after stream, I'm gonna go to my P.O. box. I swear to God, I'm horrible at leaving the house. Ah! All right, Poet, here is your form. And you know what? Just for heckies, I'm going to go ahead and do one more right now. I do have a P.O. box. It's open year round. I want to take this as a moment to point out about the fact that it is P.O. Box 1691. It's 69 blocked off with ones. It's very nice. Yeah, nice. I was like, Michael, because it was just one that they issued to you, obviously. But I'm like, Michael, I need to keep this P.O. box for as long as I possibly can. This is the best number. It is the best possible scenario, like number here. It's great. Yes, yeah. I have a P.O. box that's there year round, all the time. All you gotta do is remind me that, or like tell me that you sent something, and then I gotta like go. If that makes sense, because I go there to like buy stamps and stuff and like to mail out things, but I don't go there on a regular basis just because it's like way out of the way. But I will make a concerted effort to do it if I know that there's something there. All right, so we're gonna do one more sticker this morning, at least for right now. I can send me a message, pretty please. And then we're going to be doing some right when I remember, basically. Yeah, we're going to be doing some shell tours this morning. We got some giveaways for you guys, so stay tuned. I'm very excited. There you go, Icon. I have sent you your form. But thank you guys. We have at least like 4 in the bank currently, and then we're 5 subs away from the next one, etc. It's a pain in the booty. Oh, wow. Live in a small town, our mail isn't delivered. That's crazy. You're issued like a P.O. box, Cade? Really? Oh my gosh. I guess I've never lived in a town that small before. Honestly, that small. Give me a sec here. Hold on. What can't we send besides the obvious? Just for safety reasons, I won't eat consumables unless they're like packet like sealed or something like that, if that makes sense. I won't eat handmade things, because not saying you guys would, but you never know who's gonna send something that is like bad or something like that. Oh, hey, woo! Thank you so much for the 7 months. I really appreciate that, Rachel. Thank you for being a part of this community. Welcome on in. But things that are illegal, don't send those. And then I won't eat things that are handmade, unfortunately, like handmade like baked goods or something, which is really sad because people are crazy sometimes, you know. And then yeah, I don't know. There's nothing inappropriate, obviously, but I get like little letters from you guys. People do ruin everything. They sure do. They sure do. Woo! All right, beans. So those are good for our stickers right now, but we have more in the bank, but I think that is a good spot, at least for right now. I don't want to blow them all at once. I want other people to be able to be here too. Can't send a personal chicken, which I've seen. Wait, what? People have sent like chickens before? Tell you? No, that's okay, Panda. Yeah, it typically remind me like that I need to go. When I actually send out stickers, if I need stamps, I will go there and like physically purchase the stamps kind of thing, and then I'll check my PO box. But it's out of the way for me, so like across town, kind of out of the way. So it's like you guys will need to let me know, because I usually don't go on that side of town. Directly from the artist. Oh, not sure what the packaging is like. That makes sense, right? Okay, good to know though. A sleepy little town where I joke that I could commit a crime and hide my own town. Nobody ever look for you, right? That's crazy. That's wild though. That's such a small town. Oh my gosh. I grew up like in a pretty rural community, but nothing like that tiny. Hello, Dewey. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. Okay, my Sims game did like the weird like gray out screen thing again. Boo! Chickens in the back, and they're like, you could as long as they're in a crate, right? I know that you can like mail potatoes and stuff, but I have heard actually, you know what, I have heard of people trying to send chickens. Lock your cars here, but most people don't lock their front door. Yup. I grew up where we never I grew up where we never locked our front door either. But people would, like, my dad never locked our car, but I don't know if he like started locking their car or something like that. But I grew up in a community where we didn't lock our doors and we didn't lock our cars at all. But my dad goes, if we need to start locking our house, I'm gonna move. Is what he always used to say. But people would definitely go around and like jiggle like handles on car doors, because I had like a thing of CDs stolen out of my car in high school, out of like the glove box. So I was like, oh man, there were some good CDs in there, like ones that I made and ones that I bought. It sucked. That's crazy. Crates with holes. I know, that is so scary. Like, mailing animals is just a weird, like a crazy concept to me. When I met my husband, he would leave his car unlocked. Yeah, no, literally, like, it was like, I'm from South Florida, you don't do that. That's crazy work that he would leave his wallet in it. That sounds like something my dad would do. My dad also grew up in like really small communities too. I remember making CDs, right? We had like a whole thing and there was like a whole bunch of different colors. You name it, and we had it. All right, Beans. Twitch is going to play ads in like a minute or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a pause and then we're going to do some shell tours, but we're going to keep yapping while ads are playing. But thanks for hanging out and I will see you in a little bit. Right? No, literally.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Mixed CDs were a good time. Yes, they were. Lock my cars about 5 years ago. A drunk person crawl in my car and take a nap. Oh my God. That's so crazy. That's insane to me. I've heard of that happening to some people before. When they're in the driveway, that's crazy work to me. I don't know. Today, this day and age, I couldn't imagine doing it. Cause like, oh my God, when we came home from our friend's wedding, like Michael's like friend's wedding in Kansas City, it was like a couple summers ago. My dad was still alive. It was like the summer we bought the house, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. But we all road tripped out to Kansas City for our friend's wedding. And when we were like pulling in our alleyway, there was like a guy it was like in July. It was a guy in a hoodie and his hood was up. And then it was like a neighbor that was like a couple houses down from us, and like there was a car that was like parked in the middle of the alley, and like the door was open, like the door of the car was open, like in the middle of the alley. And the guy was like messing around like with the it was in broad daylight too, like broad daylight. He was like he was messing with the door of their, like, what's it called? Their garage, like the door, like the person door, not the car door part. Like trying to get in their garage. And we later found out that he stole that vehicle and was running around, like just jiggling locks on garage doors and stuff and like just cruising around. But he bolted as soon as we did that. I was like, oh my God, it was so scary. John! Hey, thank you so much for the 19 months. So it's just like, you know, locks keep honest people honest, I guess, you know, I don't know, kind of thing. Like the lock is there, so we always lock everything. And we try to keep things that are like not visible through our window. Thank you so much for the 19 months, Jen. Tier 2, thank you for going above and beyond. That's so sweet. Small town like 300, we never locked anything. Then I moved to Madison and well, we kind of lock our things these days. Yeah, yep. I grew up in Southwest Wisconsin, about like in like an hour and a half ish from Madison. So I get it. I was like 5,000 people, so it wasn't quite as tiny, but it was still crazy. The one time I left my car unlocked on accident, someone got into it and stole things that literally had no value, right? No, I swear to gooses. Yep. When I lived in Houston, a guy from the neighborhood got high. He knew my sister and a sound system in her car. Oh no, and broke it and ripped it out. Oh my God, he fell asleep in his car around the corner. He's just taking, oh my God. What? No, that's wild. That is so crazy. So like he was just taking, and he didn't make it very far, I guess. That is so insane nostalgic. Oh my gosh. For 14 years. I lived in Madison for like 10 years. It's got that super small town feel. Right. I get it. I lived on East Wash and 6th. Like right on East Wash. And like the East Wash and 6th. Like in that area. And then I lived there for like a year. And then I moved to Oregon. But then I also lived on like the Madison Fitchburg area right off of Fish Hatch for a while. I can talk about this stuff because I don't live there anymore. I haven't for years, so I can talk about this. But then like I also lived on the east side for a little while. I can't remember the name of the main drag street down there though, because I'm not as familiar with east side as I was west side or like the south side of Madison, but like I live somewhere tucked back, like almost on the very, very edge of Madison type of thing, like country, like basically like on the edge where we lived. It was closer to like Cottage Grove. We could easily go to like the Culvers out there on that side. And then like there was a quick trip on American Parkway. If you guys know, I feel like I'm talking very specific right now, but for those of you guys who know, we were like close to that, but we were like near country roads, basically. Like Emily's like, 300-ish now, a dirt road surrounded by national forest, and my neighbors leave their keys in their car. Yep. We left, my parents, my dad left his key in his car all the time. He sure did. Right. We have Quick Star, which is over in Iowa, but we don't have any like on the Illinois side, and like we have to actively go way out of our way to get to Quick Star, Quick Trip, whatever, you know? But I just miss it. Cause I don't know. I feel like I was like single-handedly keeping the bagged milk sales alive because they discontinued those, and I'm like distraught. I don't even drink milk anymore the way that I used to, but I feel like I was single-handedly keeping the bagged milk. No, they discontinued it. I felt it was a personal attack, Destiny. It was a personal attack. More towards Verona. It's not downtown or anything, but yeah, I like Verona too. Everything close by and stuff, it feels like between just coming from that town of 300, it feels crowded. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, Verona's pretty nice. Oregon has changed so much. We drove through there when we were in that area for like our friend's wedding, and we stayed in Oregon, and I was like, I literally lived here for like almost 4 or 5 years or something, and I do not recognize this place. Like, I had no idea. Like, and this is within like a 5-year span, like 5 or 6 year span of when I moved out of Oregon. And I'm not talking about Oregon State. In Wisconsin is Oregon, Wisconsin, which is like south of Madison. It's a little city. It's called Oregon, not Oregon. That one always makes people's like hairs twist. But like, it is a nice area. I do like that area. I have a bunch of friends out there too. 5x5's like, what do you mean? It is. But yep, a Quick Trip right across the street from her apartment. Yep. I worked a lot at the truck stop in Verona. The big one. I don't remember exactly where, like what street it was on or whatever, but I worked a lot at at the truck stop Quick Trip there. Oh, you're like, she's saying it wrong. Yeah, it's not Oregon State, but Oregon, Wisconsin. In Fall River. Yep. And I went to visit a few weeks ago. I didn't know the town existed until she moved there. I just knew she was by Columbus, right? Goose is like, oh, I don't have to judge anymore. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's funny. Construction in front of your house? That's the worst. Ugh. Hey, that's all you need, right? No, literally. Because when I lived in Oregon, like on the main drag or whatever, it was my first apartment with my ex. Actually second technically, because we lived in East Wash for like a year. It was like a house. But like we were like right across from like where I don't even know what it is anymore because they rebuilt it. It was like the tiny little Quick Trip that was in Oregon, like on Janesville Street or whatever. Lived in Milwaukee, Oregon. People thought I meant the other Milwaukee. Oh, like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? I was like, what are the chances it's Fall River, right? It's kind of crazy. We've got like a bunch of people that are in the Quad Cities area in our community. Like when they like destroyed the bridge or like, you know, broke the bridges down because they built a new bridge that runs through the Quad Cities, like the main one. I went to the thing where they like blew it up, but it literally just collapsed in the river. And there were like 2 other community members, and one of them I was within like probably a couple 100 feet of where they were standing specifically, just because like where you had to stand like on a specific park by the river kind of thing. I was like, oh my God, you're like right there. It's kind of cool though. I was like, say hi to me if you see me. I look miserable and angry, but that's just my face, I promise. I have major RBF and it does not do me good. Actually, it's like kind of scary dog privilege, but I'm actually just like an anxious like purse dog, basically. But I look angry and tall, but I'm not. I swear to God. I feel like I live in a small town in Wisconsin. You have to tell people the major cities around you. Yeah, it's real. Yep. It's like my legal like obligation to do so. But I would look peeved at the world, right? No, I would be like so excited to see somebody, but I'll be like we literally do co-working streams where I'm super focused and you guys are like, are you okay? Are you doing okay? And I'm like, this is just my face. Like, I don't take offense to it. I think it's funny. I call it resting bean face though. Because the family friendly version or whatever, but it literally, like, my resting face is so mean. But if you look at my face, like, I have smile lines everywhere. I was like, it's good. That's just a lot of joy. That's what I call that. Yeah, the neurodivergent, yeah, the focus face. You know what? That's the first time I've heard of that, but that makes so much sense. It truly does. I love this. But I do have a very expressive face, though, on both sides of the spectrum. Thanks for the follow. We're gonna get to some shell tours, but we're yapping about some Wisconsin stuff, you know, because it's where I grew up. I've lived in Illinois for about 3 years now, though. My boyfriend often asks what's wrong, and I'll just be like sitting there doing my thing, be like, this is just who I am. Just can't deal with that, you know? Oh my God, I put my pop socket, but it's on my, oh my God. I literally, oh my God. I can't get it off. I love Illinois, honestly. I live in a very blue area. I literally can't get this off. I set it down. Okay, we're good. Panic attack done. It was my, anyway. I love Illinois. Yes. Oh my God, Mac, I'm so sorry. Hey, thank you so much for the 12 months, Peach. Thank you for the Prime subby as well. Welcome on in. Oh, my ADHD, I'm raw dogging it out here. Like, I know I need something, but honestly, it's literally starting anything with the diagnosis process that is just debilitating to me. So I just don't and haven't. However, I have started like regularly going to my OBGYN, so that is good. Because like it's good. Once the appointments are set and they like are recurring and I make them right then and there, I'm good. But it's the starting that sucks. RBF, yeah. People think you're mean and usually aren't. Exactly, Ramona, you really do have to be careful. Oh no, Goose. Husband and son in Chicago today. Oh, that's exciting. I hope they have safe travels. That's very exciting. We have family there. Well, Michael does. My family too. Years long wait. That's right, literally. And like trying to get an ADHD like assessment or diagnosis when you are like AFAB, assigned female at birth, is like really hard. But right, though, the inattentive variety, mine is like squirrel and hyper focus and executive dysfunction. Like I cannot start things for the life of me. And it's so hard for me, and I will have these tasks and things like that are so easy to do, and I'll wait on them for months, and then it'll be like the easiest thing ever. And like my brain knows this, but it's like this mountain for some reason. I feel the more I unmask, the more that I unveil, and like I give myself a little bit of like grace with it, but I also like have learned how to manage it, or not manage it, but like learn how to work with it. But I know that those next steps for me are like, okay, what is it? Like do medication, like whatever I decide with my doctor kind of thing. You don't know. But yeah, like I want to get unstuck. Why can't my brain just work? Oh my God, Beth. No, also thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How y'all doing today? Grade school in the 80s and 90s, and my report cards always said that she daydreams a lot. I like zoned out and daydreamed a lot. And I was the type of person, like, if I wasn't doing my homework right away, I wasn't gonna do it. Honestly, thank goodness for my dad, because I know my dad was actually, like, looking back, I highly suspect that he also had ADHD. Obviously, I won't ever know that, but like I feel like I see a lot of similarities or something like that, and just like the neurospiciness potential there is very high. But like the way that he guided me to do my homework immediately when I got home and just get it done, otherwise you're not going to do it, is the realest thing ever. And also the fact that he would set the clocks 5 to 10 minutes ahead so he wasn't late to things. Oh, hi Plumbod, welcome on in. All right, Beans. It is smart, honestly, Lucy. I'm so bad with punctuality. My time blindness, like I always think that I have more time than I do, and things take longer than I think they do, kind of thing. Like things take longer for me. Yeah, I just Discord has failed. What, Kyoko? That's rude. I'm glad to see you though. As soon as you got home, my mom was so proud. I really did it. No, exactly. Like I would forget if I didn't do it right away, or I'd just procrastinate it. Yup. Uh-huh. And like doing it when I got home, because like the second that my parents would tell me to like do it, I wanted to do it less. Oh, I like, right. We don't anymore, because like we don't really have like a regular clock in our house. We do, but it's up high, and the batteries ran out like a month after we bought the house, and I haven't replaced them, and we've been here for 3 years. That's fun. But we only have our cell phones and like all of our other clocks. We're good. No, I'll be late to my own funeral. I'll honestly be surprised if I'm not late to my own wedding too. Probably. That would drive Michael up the wall. Michael is punctual, but I'm like, la-di-da. Emmy, right? A whole generation of women in their 30s and 40s who didn't get diagnosed and thought we were sucky people, but we were really just neurodivergent. Yep, 100%. The more I learn about myself, the more the masking comes off, if that makes sense. And I feel like going full-time on Twitch, like leaving Quick Trip, getting an office job was like this shutdown for me, like this burnout shutdown mode. I went from like hyper vigilant, super anxious, like on top of everything, but I realized how high like masking I was with ADHD stuff. And like also my brain, like with all of like the stimuli, because I can't like pull apart sounds the way that some people do, if that makes sense. And if you've ever been in a Quick Trip, or if you've worked there, you know, like all of the noises, all of the alarms, all the sounds, all the people, everything, all the time. And it's a lot. But I was also like, I went from like here and then I just dropped. But it's been years of this like weird coming out of like this burnout husk for me almost situation. No, exactly. I can't, like, if I'm in like a bar or like at a family gathering or something, if I'm not like the way that my brain works, if I'm like, the way I describe it is like I plug into something and then I can hear that through my headphones kind of thing, through my ears. Does that make sense? So like, if I'm not plugged into you, I hear everything, but also nothing at the same time. Like I'm not like I'm not plugged into it. Like I have to focus on it. To people you were talking to and you heard them, but your brain, no, literally, yep, I have auditory processing disorder. My dad had it because my mom would like say something and he'd be like, what? Like, but he heard it all. And then he would like, it's like a couple second delay. It's almost like we have latency. Compost, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How you doing? You were not sucky. Exactly. Our brains are just, we're built different, y'all. Oh, because I struggle. It is a struggle. I'm still learning. I can't even really say, but it's really hard, and I feel like the way that I describe it is like I need just like to go lay down for a while, or just go like be in like a quiet, like dull room for a little bit, And then it like is a brain reset. So like when Michael's grandma passed away shortly after we moved to Illinois, I was like so tired. We literally like drove up. I streamed and then we did everything and we drove 6 hours or whatever, 5 hours south. Overnight, we got there at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then we woke up at like 7 or 8 or in the morning or something and got ready to go to the funeral. It was a whole thing. But I was exhausted, and just there was a lot of people, and I remember feeling like absolute trash. And then I just had to go like late. I didn't even nap. I just laid down in like a quiet, dark room for like half an hour, and I was a new person kind of thing. And I just need that reboot. Yeah, ADHD. Yep. I'm speaking from like my self-discovery points. One of Richard's eyes fell off. No, my camera. Oh, he's just a little tilted here. I think it also cropped weird because like my cats keep messing with my camera. Cramps. I know, Goose, I feel you. Hi, Death. Good to see you, by the way. And people in the room are also talking to me. I get so overwhelmed. Yeah, no, I can't handle multiple conversations at once. This was something that was really interesting because Michael is good at like listening to things just in general, and he actually processes it. But he'll like be on the phone in the room with like his brother or his mom, and I'll be like cooking or something or doing the dishes or whatever, you know. But if I'm not like, he's like, I was talking about that on the phone in the room with you. And I'm like, I didn't hear a word. I heard it, but I didn't hear anything. Did that make sense? The trees are watching us. Oh my God, they are. But does that make sense though? Like it's definitely a point of frustration for him though. Or like, I had to like describe to him as like, if it's not for me and if I'm not actively like engaged or plugged into it, I don't hear it. Exactly. If I wasn't paying attention to you, I didn't hear a single thing you said. Yup. It's really tough. You heard the noise, but not the actual noise was. Yes. Right. I'm horrible at eavesdropping in restaurants. Michael would be like hearing like 2 tables over, and they'd be saying something like really ridiculous. And I'll be like, I hear that there are words, but I don't hear things. Oh my God. There was a point, Pixie, where I had to wear loops when I was oh my God, when I was a lot more overstimulated and like going through when my dad was sick kind of thing, like my mental fuse was a lot shorter. I found myself like getting overstimulated a lot easier, but like around the kids when they were younger, especially, like I had to wear my loops all the time whenever we were on like anyone in public kind of thing. Otherwise it just sent me into like overload mode. But loops were really nice. Once you're focused, yeah, exactly. My brother tries to talk sometimes about personal attention. Usually when he talks to my mom, I've said so a few times to get their attention first. Silly, right? My boyfriend will be on Discord with a friend for hours while I'm in the room and then ask me if I overheard something. I'm like, no, I'm not tuned in. Yeah, like I was on the wrong radio station. You know, I got static. You could talk crap about me and no, I would be like, or sometimes I'm even sitting there like looking at someone and then I didn't really hear what they said. And I like, ha, yeah. Like, I don't know. It's horrible sometimes, especially if it's loud in the room. Like I could be actively listening to you, but I'm not. Like the way that I would describe it is like, instead of listening to someone's voice on like the first syllable and then I'm catching like this, like the second half of every word, you know? So like, does that make sense? It's almost like you're off beat, like music kind of thing. Huh? Oh, huh is like my thing. 100%. I think that's why Among Us is really hard for me too sometimes. But does that make sense? Like sometimes you will like, you're like off beat. You're like a beat behind, like musically kind of thing, but it's like with words is the way that I describe it sometimes. The table next to us is quitting her job. Real. Overstimulated. My irritation goes way up and then I get snippy. Yeah, I'm aware of it too. I say something in an irritated tone. I immediately say, sorry, overstimulated. Please ignore my tone. I can't help it. Right. I'll be like, hold on. I just need a second. The peanuts. Yeah, like, wah, 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 wah. Exactly. Wah, 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 wah. Can hear the conversation redirected at me as like, oh yeah, that's crazy. Like, darn. Yeah. I'm like, And then they're like, yeah, what do you think? And I'm like, what do you mean? Sometimes it's real tough. My period cycle, when I'm PMSing, it's infinitely worse too. I can read a whole page. Oh my God, Jake, same. I can read a whole page of a book without actually processing what I'm reading because I'm too busy daydreaming. Yep. I'll like, yep. That's it. That's exactly what happens to me too. I'll like read a whole page and nothing in the brain. Or I will hyper focus on something for hours and there's no in between. Neurospicy, it really is neurospicy sometimes, y'all. Just saying, it's tough. Hubs is like being like, I'm sorry they were talking about you like that. And I'm like, were there other people there, right? Real. But that's the neurospicy experience. Things that I've had to learn about myself. And remember that I'm not insane. You know, I'm not crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hyperfocus, you say like all the JBL building. Yep, that was definitely a hyperfocus moment. 100%. Or like when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I did an 18-hour stream, and then the next day I literally did a 20-hour stream. That is also what I do. And then I dropped it because hello brain. All right, so we're gonna do some shell tours here, y'all. We're gonna start off with a wheel spin. We have Icon, Wifey, Sue, and Nerd that were left over from yesterday. Do we have anyone that is a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub that would like to go on the wheel that wasn't on it yesterday? The wheel is just like an extra thank you to those of you guys who are able to sub at a higher rate at tier 2 or tier 3. Anyone can enter. I do like a little tour thingy here with the bot giveaway thingy. And then it draws your name. So anyone, but we just alternate between the two types. Oh my God, I had to advocate for you because my neurospicy brain, the amount of fighting between her and my dad over it. Oh my gosh. I like did really well in school, but it was also still very much like a struggle. It was like I very much expended like all of my energy because, how do I want to say it? Like, does that make sense? Like I expended all of my energy that I had on school. So my spoons were lower elsewhere because it took a lot more for me to like ramp up. Is Nerdfart here? I know they were here later, like earlier in stream, but is Nerdfart here this morning? I'm gonna keep them on the wheel, but I might have to like pass on them at this very moment. Because you have to be in stream to like tour or whatever. Couldn't do homework most of the time because I was drained after school, right? I know, I had some friends that had those issues too. Oh no, Cryptic. I'm sorry. I gotta, if you want to retype your message, I do have to like, because the F-bomb, but like I can at least read it. Learning a foreign language with ADHD is hecking wild because I already sometimes lose the forest through the trees in English, focusing on which word is meaning the forget that people are speaking in full sentences, right? But doing it in French. I think my teacher thinks I'm a genius one day and I'm an idiot. Oh, and then German instead of others. I couldn't be surprised if she'd be coming to class blasted at the beginning of our acquaintance. So you're basically saying like, you'll be thinking in a different language when you're trying to like learn a different, like speak a different one kind of thing. Is that what you mean? You're autistic, but learning and research have always been a special interest of mine. So it went completely under the radar that I was a model student. Yes, because it presents so differently in people. You know what I mean? Like one of my adult friends, like I grew up with her. I've been friends since like 6th grade in middle school type of thing. And she is recently like diagnosed with ADHD and is actually getting like the proper accommodations for it. But she was like the star bookworm, like A+ extracurricular type of student, you know what I mean? Like very involved, but it flew under the radar because she did so well. But then coming into adult life, it was severe burnout for her and like a lot of a struggle, like horrible. Hi Jedi, good morning. All right, Sue, you're up first today. Jedi, I hope you're good. We're talking about neurospicy brains and how I can't, like, I was sharing my experience about how if I am not like actively listening to you, I'm not hearing anything that you say. And even if I am sometimes it's like I'm offbeat, like music kind of thing, if that makes sense. Among us that speak to see languages people speak, and I think in most of us have said in English, no matter where they are and their native language is, right? It's interesting, isn't it? It's so cool to see like what your brain picks out on. Oh, I'm excited. City to live in business. Is it? Oh my God. I know there was so much pressure I put on myself as a kid. Cordelia Latimer comes from a long line of spellcasters. Recently, she inherited the family estate in Glimmerbrook and felt that this was the best place to begin her magical training. The essence of her ancestors is present all over the property, from cozy house to the small stable down to the quaint pond. Magic is everywhere. So this goes in the Rock Ridge Canyon lot. I'm excited. Also, someone did ask earlier because I read the message, but I was like talking about something else. This is a map like overlay thing. So it's CC. It's seriously so good. An A student. Yeah, no, I get it. I started off like super strong, and then by the time like the first semester ended, I was struggling. And then it was like a roller coaster. And then second semester was better. And then it kind of like waned and then it was like a really inconsistent thing for me. But I ended up like getting good grades anyway, if that makes sense. Also, Twitch is going to play ads in just a second, y'all. I'm going to let those play and then we're going to tour Sue's build. So I will be right back. Oh my God, that is what happened to you. So you went to seek help and got diagnosed with autism at 24. I'm so glad though. Oh my gosh, Banna. I know for some people there's like a mourning period that can occur, especially with those later life like diagnoses, you know? My friend got diagnosed with autism at 42. He was told his whole life that it was just really bad anxiety. Thankfully, he lives in Australia and has a good accommodations for it now. That's good. But like, it's so crazy because like people like, oh, are so quick to like look at like anxiety or like depression and stuff like that. Mine, I feel like it's tied in with like my potential like ADHD type of thing, if that makes sense. Like it spirals off of each other because like I can't focus on doing things, so I'm not getting the things that I want to done. I get anxious because I want to do the things, but I can't do the things. And then I also can't, like, I get depressed because I'm not getting the dopamine that doing the things give me, if that makes sense. So it's like this weird vicious cycle. And then on top of that, oh my God, I've really been coming to terms with this a lot more lately. Like my period cycle gives me a lot of grief. And then so like I don't want to do as much because I feel like garbage because of it. And then it's kind of this like cycle. So it's like, yeah, I'm stuck. I feel like when I finally get the courage to like talk to someone about it or the just do it, it's gonna be like, listen, I am on I've fallen on like a treadmill and it keeps going and I can't get off kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like is what it feels like. Called weird my entire life, but when I think about autistic, everyone's like, no, you're too normal. Aw, right? No, and that's like, I don't like that too, though. It's like, what do they think that autism looks so different from person to person? You know, like, I don't like this idea that it's something that just, I hate how bastardized it is, if that makes sense. I don't like that. I've learned a lot about ADHD and autism because of you guys too, and what that looks like and how to like being like oh my God, so I think my game is borged because I did the naughty thing and I did it from the map mode again. But like being a content creator and like being a host in a community has really offered me like a different perspective on how to like communicate more effectively, more directly, I guess, in ways, because I was always someone who like, I kind of would beat around the bush or like have a difficult time getting to the point of things because I was always so concerned with coming off the wrong way. or whatever, but it really has helped me communicate more clearly about the things that I need, or like my boundaries or things like that too. Because people communicate differently, and being very like direct and straight can be something that is good. But it's hard. My verbal skills are so good, right? I'm not, right? That it's such a spectrum, you know. I hate how it's viewed as like this, like less autistic, more autistic, when in actuality it's literally like a rainbow and like a wheel of like spectrums, and like certain people need different things, you know. Certain people struggle with other things. Some people are like better at, you know, don't struggle as much with certain things. Like it's really interesting to look at it that way, or to like learn about that too. The ADHD wombo combo. I like the wombo combo. And then I mask very well. So people always say I'm lying for attention. Like, oh my God, right? Like, why? I know. I hate that idea that like, and that also would make it so difficult to like come out or come open about things too, because like your situation and like you things, you're being diminished, when it was probably also like really difficult to even initially come out about it in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm asking for help, and people are like, nah. Meanwhile, they're just like literally kicking you in the knees, you know? Like when you were literally like trying to pull yourself up out of the hole, in theory, if that makes sense. Borderline personality disorder and emotional unregulated personality disorder, both the same thing. And I opened up my eyes when I realized that it was not my fault and I can be the way I am, right? It's really tough. Like self-acceptance is such a weird journey full of nuances. On forums, it's so annoying. Aw, that's tough. One of the worst things that happened in my lifetime is the doctor that started the vaccines cause autism. Like, oh my God, it's so dangerous for the general health. It also spreads the demonization of autism. Exactly. I'm really concerned for what is like RFK is basically going to, what they said is like, we're going to get to the root of autism by September. And I was like, oh Jesus, what's going to happen with this? Because he's basically kind of like the vaccines cause autism kind of person. And like that whole thing. And then I'm very concerned with what implications this is going to have. It's a constant struggle. Oh my God, doesn't help we're in a more rural area. That's really tough. You know, it's kind of a shame, T1D, because like when science works too well, people, you know, like then you start running into this thing where people are like denying medicine or denying science and that kind of stuff. Like we're kind of on that other swing of things, and it's really interesting to see. But it's also been politicized, which is really hard. It is. But yeah, that's something that I'm kind of like PO'd about with RFK Jr. though, and like all of the like we're gonna get to the root of things or whatever, as though they're also trying to pin autism as something that needs to be like fixed, if that makes sense, which is really very harmful to people. And that's not an okay way to think. Like it's like this like death sentence almost type of thing. Like it's the worst thing that could happen to you sort of situation. You know what I mean? That's how it's feeling right now, at least. Exactly right though, Ray. I won't stop yapping about it. All right. See, this is gonna happen like 2 seconds now. So many parents, they need to get their kids vaccinated way more than ever before. Right. Yes, I'm really glad. Oh gosh, how exhausting that would be though. Honestly. But I'm very deeply appreciative of the work that like doctors and people who believe in science and the work that they do, and it's so invaluable. Right, exactly, Nix. 100%. So draining for all of them. It is, right? Ooh, this is beautiful. Okay, this is by Sci-Fi Sue. Oh my God. Ah! I can feel the fantasy build hyper fixation growing, and I'm denying it right now. I have 80,000 side projects. I don't need one more. Hi, Shay. Welcome on in. Good to see you. I love the little garden beds. I know. This was a fantasy shell. I got tired of purple. I bet after a little bit, you're like, okay, that's enough. Sometimes that's how I feel like after building certain things too. I'm like, okay, I need something else. This is so pretty. Hi, Shay. Thank you so much for coming by. I know this is so good. I love it. I want to like get into your guys' brains with like landscaping or whatever. I did some of the castles in like layers. I'd like go through and like do all of one layer and then I'd add some other things and just sprinkle stuff in. Oh my God. And like the little back area, you raised up all those candles. Oh my God. And then like the fairy tree thing. That is really cute. I love the garden with like the floating candles around it. I don't know, y'all. That's just too good. Oh, and what you did. And I like how you added some other plants in there to kind of like blend it all together and like the crystals everywhere as well. Romantic garden stuff, or this romantic garden lifted a lot of weights here. All right. Natural landscaping is hard. I'm decent at the structured flower bed. Landscaping with the flowy natural stuff is so hard for you. Right. I could see that. Like, I struggle with the structured things, like things that are very like neat and orderly. Meanwhile, I'm like, yay, and I just like go and splatter things everywhere. And that's like a chaos gardening, if you will, you know? I love this little, I like how you did the roofing on here too. That's so cute. Or flower packs. I want like a kit that is landscaping so bad. A couple of terrain paints, some watercolors, like watercolor things, and like also a bunch of different plants. Please sign me up for that. Even like a landscaping stuff pack, not even a kit. Let's go for it. Just give me a landscaping stuff kit or stuff pack. I love your roofing too, and like all the ivy and the cream. The sliding door in the stable. I know, that's so cute. Oh wait, it's like an accordion door thingy. Hi, Goth Princess. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Good to see you. That is so darling. The custom milk planter thing. That is cute as all heck. Landscaping pack, really. I know, literally though. No, this doesn't have any custom content. So none of these builds will have CC. Try and paint that match the world. Oh my God, Dawn. Dawn, literally, that's like bare minimum. Please, Dawn, again, yes. I don't even know if you've been here for like that rant that I've gone on, but yes, 1,000 times yes. I am on the same page as you. Lurking. Oh no, that's okay, Compost. I hope you're doing good with your lurk. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you guys are new here, I do stream The Sims every single weekday. So come on by. I know. Oh my God, and the inside of this is so darling. I feel like this purple is like so mystical. Yeah, did you use Tool or did you do these individually? This looks like an individual effort to me. And like you even changed some of the colors to blue. There's some magic crap going on in here, y'all. Pearson, this is so cute. So where are the doors and windows from? This is from Realm of Magic. They're really cute. They also have some more like basic patterns, but they're still very like elvish, whimsical. But then they also have some flowers on them as well. Like I love Realm of Magic for what it is. Like the world is kind of blah, but the build by and the creative sim as well as like the all cults themselves is super good. I know the laundry day rugs, that's so cute too. And this like double door here goes out like the back. Or wait, side slash front, side and front doors here. Builds it from the pack. Yes, it's so good. I love the pillows and the colors. Like I can't stop looking at this, especially all the layered curtains, y'all. It just gives it a different vibe. Moon windows and rugs. Where can I sign up? Right? The moon windows and rugs are all from Realm of Magic. So this one is too. Realm of Magic has like a lot of cute like moon related crap in it. And that is so fun. Oh my God, all the candles floating everywhere is so cool. It's just, I feel like when you put floating candles, it just feels like there's magic in the air, if that makes sense. Like, there's just an air of magic about things. I love all the mirrors that are like up high and like all the tchotchke things that are like everywhere. That's so fun. The packages for this stuff, it's good. Like Realm of Magic does have some really fun, very whimsical build by. Like this is Realm of Magic and this is Realm of Magic. Like the way that I would describe it is kind of like Night Elf if you play what's it called? World of Warcraft. Almost kind of like Night Elf, but maybe like Blood Elf-ish. But just very elven in general. Everything looks like it was woven naturally. It's very Art Nouveau, I think is what it's called. Tchotchke. It's such a fun word to say. I like it. This is good. I love all the candles everywhere. Always your main for years. I wish I could have gotten into druids. I was like, oh my God. Some people, like, I was not a good druid. That's just a job for someone else. You know what I mean? Very beautiful. I love how, like, intricately decorated everything. Did you size this? Oh my God. When I like fully realize, like, I've done it before, but like whenever I see you guys do anything with like a picture frame and you make a custom mirror, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna kiss the ground that you walk on kind of thing. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. I really appreciate that. How you doing today? My name's Zefrine. My pronouns are she, her. So good to see you. I love that. I know! Look at that! That's so flipping cute. I can hardly handle myself. It's just all curly. See, my like all of my interest in like desire for and like love for design is fighting myself because I love mid-century, but then also I want a house that looks like this. Gon's right. Love the build. It's so pretty. We had like a magic. I'm trying to manifest. Listen, our manifesting powers in this community are like stupid strong. So we joke that I'm becoming too powerful because I'm like, we theory craft a lot of things and we're like guessing about what pack or like whatever's coming out next. And so we're putting all that manifestation power into like fairies and magical things. So next we need to do aliens. My witchy self wants to live in this house too bad, right? But this is like a magic themed, like a fantasy themed, like shell that we did. No, the power is real. For screaming at fairies for this point, right? Honestly, I just want more magical things. I love fantasy builds. They're so much fun. And so like whimsical. The power is real. Listen, my theories have been so like, I've been like ballpark with a lot of things because we use like, we connect the dots about like a live-in business potential or like, what is it called? Live-in business potential, like hotels, because the function of residential rentals are in the game, so that translates really well. And I'm like, come on. So we've been ballparking it, and then we're pretty much like right on with the live-in business potential based with like some info that we had like on like the leaks, not the leaks, but like the hints that like the Sims team would like leave and like the Easter eggs everywhere. The power is real, exactly, right? But I love it. Like the conspiracy theory hours that we have. Okay, this is so fun. I love this wall. The problem is I don't think any of us know what we mean when we say we want fairies, right? I'm very curious to see what they do. That is so cool. How would fairies? Yeah, I know. I don't know how they would be different from spellcasters, but as someone who's a builder, I'm being very selfish and I just want the build by. Y'all can have your fairies. I'm not as interested in that, but I want the build by. I need to be able to, I just listen. We can both have it. We can live harmoniously here. Sims 3 fairies, right? I'm like, yes, let's do fairies. I'm in, I'm sold. A simple idea for fairies that works perfect. Really? Do tell. Let's go. Me too, you're not alone. I know. Honestly, I feel like with how good werewolves were, honestly, can we leave Expansion pack all cults in the past. Ghosts don't count. A mini world, but build by things is like a giant mushrooms and flowers. Then concession is that fairies are like pixie sized. I love this. I've done a few builds. Hold on, sorry. I'm like geeking out. I've done a few builds of this concept before. I just want to be itty bitty, even if it's for pretend. We can be itty bitty little fairies. I did this and like I sized everything up, aka I also was lazy with landscaping, but it was really fun anyway. It was like a while ago, a hot second ago. Oh my God. It's a really old build at this point. Oh, I did the leprechaun home. I made the giant cauldron. That one was fun. And this is old as heck. When did I do that really big build, you guys? That was a really long time ago. Because this is all from like 2019. All this garbage back here. I should go back and like rebuild something. But I did something where like I sized things up and it was huge and then it was so cute. No, but I would also love the idea if they actually imagine you go to Sylvan Glade. Obviously, it's kind of like blah right now. And it's like base game and stuff. But then like that is the portal to like where the entry to it would be to the world. Like where you physically have to go there in Sylvan Glade. Because I feel like there's big fairy energy there already. Leprechauns instead of fairies. I mean, it's a different kind of like fairy-esque kind of thing. Like, no, not like that, EA. I love all of the, God, this is so sweet. I'm obsessed. And like this bathroom, you know, the air quality in this house would be like astoundingly good. Scale, build by up so you don't have to build a feature of becoming small. Yes, no, literally though. Like they just make everything but like big. Exactly. BFE, big fairy energy. Literally. That's so good. Oh, and then like this bathroom over here. Hey, let me be a pretty fairy. I just want to be a pretty fairy. And frolic in these gardens and build all of like the magical castles. Oh my God. I know this is so pretty. Sue, can we get some hypes and hearts in chat for Sue, please? I'm finding myself itching time and time again right now for more and more. Like I wanna, you know what? I wanna build. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I can't. No more side projects. I already went on a week-long binger with the Create-a-Sim remakes of the stupid base game townies. I don't need another bender. You'd be like FBI agents and listen to her, please. Yup. What if like a portal to the world of the gnomes came from? Like the gnomes are NPC sims in the fairy realm. I wouldn't be mad about that. Oh, what if they're just frozen and it's like the statues in the real world because there's no magic in the real world? Listen, you thought Sims lore was dead, okay? I've got you. I'm just kidding. I will fill plot holes all day long. But yeah, maybe it's because they're not in the Fae realm. So then the gnome statues are frozen because there's no magic out here. I've got it. Also, what kind of terrible ethereal being is bringing them out here? Because that's terrifying too. It's kind of like the idea that like mannequins are actually Sims in the game, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh my God, there's a Sim in there. They're frozen. Also, my game has been so borked loading in and out of like lots and stuff lately. Anyone else? Adding details to my build even though I already uploaded to the gallery. No, it's so fun though, Goose. I get it. The Realm of Magic bar is one of my favorite builds of yours. That's so fun. Their magic only lasts so long, so they aren't supposed to stay. They're just like borrowers and to con our sins into gifting them things. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dewey, I like this idea. And here I am like deleting the gnomes and like not appeasing them or anything. And they're actually just stuck because I'm a monster. No, I honestly, my computer's like beefy for The Sims 4, but recently it's been miserable. Okay, so that was a wheel spin tour though. So we're gonna do a random draw tour here. I had to reload my game. But God, now I want fairies. We're like talking about all the fairy stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I need more, please. thanks for all the updates and stuff, EA, but please more. Said every simmer ever. All right, Beans. If you would like to have one of your shells toured, your fantasy one, go ahead and type tour. I know we had just a handful from yesterday. My load time is really long, but my CC folder is enormous, right? I've been like downloading other mods and stuff like RPO or Wonderful Whims. Mika, good to see you, by the way. How are you? I missed you coming in earlier. Hi, good to see you. The CC folder is enormous, right? I blame my weird load times on that stuff. RPO is so good. I've been like even like scratched the surface of it recently too. Miss Mama Sid, can you let me know what your gallery ID is and we'll give you a nice tour for your fantasy shell. Yeah, things have been like really borked lately with my load times. I don't know what it is. A fantasy game pack soon? I literally, you know, honestly, it takes them a little bit longer to come out with game packs, but Werewolves slapped. Realm of Magic kind of felt half complete, but I gotta say the build buy was really good. The world was kind of blah and the concept was kind of half cocked, but then the creatism was really good. And also the occults themselves were really great. So I feel like whenever we get game pack occults, those ones are good. Vampires were fantastic, and that's like years old at this point. But miss me with the expansion pack occults all day long. Literally. The mod is UI extensions cheat. Oh my God. It's so good though. UI extensions is amazing. The UI cheats. Oh. That's when I can't live without Castle. When the ones I played the most. Yes. Like, even though like the gameplay that we're doing right now, I don't really have a lot of what's it called? Like a lot of desire to use occults, but I do like occult style gameplay. I do think it is fun, but it just doesn't fit into like the Jellybean Legacy story that I have like in my head right now, if that makes sense. Realm of Magic would have been so good with buildings from creators. Yes, literally though, because those buildings are so sorry. Hi, Crafty. Welcome back. Good to see you today. MC Command Center UI cheats and the quick bath shower are absolutely necessary for me, right? It's so good. I hate how like your Sims default to taking a bath though. I'm like, brother, please stop. Good with builds from yeah, exactly. From they can still be good with builds from creators. EA, yes. I wonder. I am doing kit giveaways today. We're gonna do sleek bathroom, which is exciting. I have a code for that one for you guys, and I'll also have one on Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, they can, you know, they did refreshes on the old one, so I wonder if there's other coming down the pipeline at some point. You know what I mean? It's not out of the realm of possibility for them to do like revamps of all of the things, especially some of the older packs. All right, so this is The Shell by Miss Mama Sid. Hi, Fallen. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Those willing to make the hike up Cordelia Falls are rewarded with an enchanting secret. Nestled neatly near the top of the falls and rumored to house a family of fairies is an overgrown cottage. No one knows when it was built or why the young family that lives here love it and never plan to leave. The fairy fam has a green thumb. This is so cute. How are these even the same shells, you guys? Exactly, right. I do wonder if some are coming down the line for sure, though. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see more. Is this on the Cordelia lot at the top of the one place, by the way? Henford on Bagley. I know, I love this already as well. Okay, perfect. You know, it's almost kind of like a really fun like GeoGuessr kind of situation for me though, genuinely, because I have so much fun guessing where these are. I'm like, where is this? No, honestly, yeah, you can't even recognize the shell like in a good way. That's how I feel as well. By the way, if anyone is new here, my name's Zefrine. My pronouns are she, her. I love playing The Sims. So good to see you. It looks amazing. It does. Oh my God. I do play The Sims every single weekday, so make sure you drop a follow. I do also upload all my past Twitch streams to more Zefrine YouTube channel. So if you want to support when I'm not online and you want to like catch up on VODs, I post them there. And getting closer and closer to getting monetized on my second channel, like getting partnered on my second channel, aka monetization too. Watch hours is what I need actually over there. Which that'll come over time. I know, this is so freaking cute. I love the double roofing situation and how you like, that's so cute. I like how you connected those two. You did a really good job with that and it feels very natural. And like the little swoop here. I love the style of the windows and like, oh my God. It feels like an old fortress. I struggled a bit. It looks so good. You honestly did a very good job. I love this. I love your little garden. And like your choice of your terrain paint and all that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cute. I really do like the little like the picnic set, like the very fancy picnic set that we got here. That one's a lot of fun. Oh, and you got like the rabbit home and then like the little the spirit house. That is so freaking cute. I didn't know that they had like a painted like gussied up version of this one. Oh, that's so cute. I never noticed that because I saw like the first one that was white, but I didn't know they had like a pink and a blue version. Hi, Possum. How are you? That's so exciting. I'm so glad to see you. Congrats on 3 months. That's a good milestone. How are you? We're doing some shell tours today. Oh my God, the inside of this is so crazy. I love the green with like all the wood and stuff in here. And then over this way, oh, there's like a little living room. Sleep regression shows up many nights. Aw, I'm sorry though, that's so hard. Oh my gosh. Sleep regressions are rough from what I've heard my parent friends talk about. I'm glad that the shell was at least there for you too though. Oh, this is so sweet. I really, really like the little office on the side. Very tired. I feel you. Today I'm definitely pretty sleepy too. But I'm feeling better now that some of my coffee is kind of kicked in. Oh my God. And then like the little, I love the little hallway, this cross point. There's like a cute bathroom here. And then there's a door that goes out into the backyard. And then this is off of the kitchen. God. I feel the itch to paint something in my house. I know we need to like work on like wedding things or literally our bedroom painting and stuff, but I want to do more like my cabinets. Oh, my desire to do that is so crazy. Oh, I like how this fits in. It's the dishwasher from Life and Death, but it looks like it blends in perfectly with everything. That's so good. Wisteria on the outside of this place. Exactly, yeah, the wisteria can be so like finicky too, but that is really well placed. It looks awesome because I know wisteria leave right now to paint. Like, I'm just gonna go paint. Bye. Imagine. I love that. We're gonna go upstairs and then there's like a hallway up here. Everything feels so rich and like, oh my God, the woodsy. I like that. Oh my God, the green bed. The green and the brown is so good together.